Alright, everyone, and welcome back to Arms Trade Tycoon Tanks as we continue building our atrocious designs. Can't say she's pretty, but you can say that she gets the job done. She's that 5 you picked up from the bar. Alright, so, ooh, Canada. What did you... Vanguards, alright. Let's go ahead and establish trade relations with Canada. No, I keep wanting to use WASD. Mexico, you have adopted rationalized tanks. I'm not going to be producing rationalized tanks, unfortunately. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I'm just not going to be producing, unfortunately. Heavy fusilier tank, honestly speaking, let's just say fuck it and go for it. See if our tank can come close. If we can, that's awesome. If we can't, it is what it is. Alright. So you might be wondering, why is there a video out today? Well, that's because I decided I wanted to try something. So I'm going to be uploading Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then from Friday to Sunday, I will be recording. And so then I'll have a day off Monday. Kind of weird, you would say, but, you know. Or not Monday. Actually, no. Now that I think about it. My day off would be Wednesday. Sorry. I just fucked that up. Exploitation tanks. We do not have exploitation tanks available yet. We're too busy researching things to make our land ships. We could probably... No, I don't want to divert away from getting the Mark III going as soon as possible. The sooner we get the Mark III, the better. But yeah, we cannot provide exploitation tanks. Fusilier tank. Unfortunately, this does not cover Fusilier tanks at all. Yeah, unfortunately, we will not be able to use this for a Fusilier tank, which is fine. In reality, at that point in time, we need to get the improved female sponson out. Well, rushing the land ship would be the preferable method. But come on, give us a contract for Vanguards. We need Vanguard tank contracts. But yes, with recording and then also streaming, I figured, you know what, I'm covering most bases. And I think everybody will enjoy a little bit of everything. Now, stream-wise, we're going to be doing whatever I feel like streaming that day. There's not going to be any real rhyme or reason to when and how I stream. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the machine guns first. Yeah. Let's just focus on these 2 things real quick. Or those 4 things real quick. Get those knocked out. Anybody bringing anything radical onto the field yet? No, not really. Alright, real quick before I fuck up, we're going to have to get the loan. So we'll go ahead and take out the loan. Actually, do we have any other... No. Vanguard tank. There we go. We have the tanks available, so we don't even have to worry about time. We literally just ship them out as soon as we get the contract approved. contract is approved. Let's go. We also need to order in more material. I did not realize we were that low on stuff. Was not paying attention. So let's go ahead and order in what we can from Oceana first. And then let's actually look at our lobbying. Okay, so nothing we can lobby for yet there. And we haven't gotten enough clout to actually lobby for contracts in these other places. So that's fine. But this will be a pretty good pick-me-up for our company. Good chunk of change right there. 1.2 mil. And in reality, all we have to do is, you know, since we're producing as many tanks as we are, all we have to do is sell them. We sell what we produce, and then we don't have to worry about anything else. Let's go ahead and get 14K rubber as well, just to round that number off. So the fuck, what's the FC-17, FT-17, FT-17 is officially here. So that is that design right there. But unfortunately, we cannot produce them. Okay, wait. Who adopted Fusilier tanks? Okay, so you adopted Fusilier tanks. Oh, yeah, this just doesn't... Okay, so this tank currently does not cover Fusilier tanks whatsoever. Alright. That's fine. We can work our magic. Alright, so that's researched. Let's go into 107 days, jeez. Lots of lag time on this. Alright, so we have officially done producing the 90 tanks that we commissioned for production. Unfortunately, they're just not going to take these because it would be great, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, the lack of soft firepower is just too real. Yeah, I think what we'll end up having to do is once we get this unlocked. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to do something cheeky here. I think once we get this unlocked, we'll have to. How long will this take? Wait, is he even gonna let me research it? Oh, I was looking at the wrong spot. So 61 days. Oh, it doesn't actually show up. Okay, so 61 days for that. Honestly speaking, once I get this. Yeah, I think once I get these, and then I can research this. Or would it just be better to go with this? Honestly speaking, it might just be better to go with this. And then at that point in time, I'll have a couple, you know, I won't have all the munition, or all the improved munitions, but I'll have enough. So, yeah. I think that's... So we'll go like that, and then... Actually... Getting here and here instead of going here would be a better bet. Just roll with it for right now. So they just want heavy vanguards. Well, we should get some resupply contracts soon, hopefully. Actually, real quick, mobility. I do have this. So, I think I'll go and get a Fusillade tank set up real quick. Yeah, I think I'll get a Fusillade tank set up. Getting a fucking wire crusher would actually be pretty freaking dope as well. Clearly. Alright. Really need a contract to come in. Yeah, this just doesn't cover what we need. Damn. Are we stuffed, chat? I think we might be stuffed here. I think I went to balls of the walls and didn't do enough incremental work in order to improve. Alright. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and get the Mark V hull unlocked. Mark V. Or... Yeah. Let's just get the Mark V hull unlocked. And then we'll slap bang something together real quick. If we survive that long. I might have fucked up. Come on, I just need a single contract for that I can throw these tanks on. even... Okay. So even if I refinance the loan at full, still doesn't cover me. Alright, well, be back. Alright, so we have learned our lesson. Our tank sucks too hard. So we're gonna cancel this. So, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get the heavy version of this going as soon as possible to help alleviate our problems. We're gonna build up to 30 tanks for this, just so I can potentially just do another refill contract, and then we're going to go ahead and cease the production of these tanks. Exploitation tank again. Again, this tank doesn't cover Fusillade very well, which is fine. Again, we learned that we had a problem. Okay, so we got 30 tanks. Let's go ahead and come over here, cancel the production line. Boom. And then as soon as we have this, we'll be able to set up a quick design. It won't be complete because there's still a bunch of stuff, but it will just be good enough for the short term. Alright, so let's head over to design. And let's christen ourselves a Mark V. Is she good? Not at all. But will she get the job done? Most certainly. Alright, so. Get that in there, get that in there, boom, boom, boom. Looking good. It looks so stupid with the flywheel. But yeah, so there we go. We have our heavy tank. Again, she's definitely not great. You can see the stat line isn't much better than the Heavy Mark II. But she will do what we need her to do. Well, whatever. I'm gonna revamp her very quickly after this. Alright, so then what we're also going to do is we're going to go ahead and get, we're going to get the fixed turret, the improved spawns, and then the new armor. And then we're going to do, the firepower stuff afterwards. So, let's go ahead, start working on that. We just have to get ourselves into a position where we can actually produce tanks that people want. Because everybody is like, oh, we want this. Okay. If that restock contract came in, that would be great. Hey, look at that. I got 30 tanks for you, bud. Real quick, just buy that just so I can... Okay, it's 284. Yeah. And then we can get rid of these bad boys. Boom, there we go. Alright, and now the heavy Vanguard tank is ready to go. This might even be able to cover Fusillade with all of its machine guns. I don't actually, hold on. I don't know. What can it do? No, not quite cover it, but it's also a case of it is lacking crew and whatnot. I wanted to get a cheap design out that we could produce for contracts. Alright, cool. There we go. Very nice. And we just need actually wait. So this would be actually a good time to try to see if we can get some more of these contracts. Definitely use the wire crusher. Yeah, we can definitely use a wire crusher design. Okay, well, let's see if we can get some of these other countries to give us contracts. But we knock out all the stuff we need, and then we'll be good to go. Our tanks are deployed against the Belgians right now, and also against the Ethiopians. Unfortunately, they're the older Mark 1s. Heavy Vanguard. Oh, the repairability is a problem, apparently. What is going on here? Overloaded mechanic. Alright, I screwed that up, apparently. Screwed that up hard. So apparently I should have put an extra mechanic in here, guaranteed. Yeah, the mechanic is a big problem. Alright, well, let's clone design, select a crew, mechanic. See, that brings the repairability up to 63, which would hit the metrics that they want. Okay. Yeah, so. Alright. So I definitely messed up a little bit on this. But it only takes a day to do a clone design. If you didn't know this, this is one of the cool things about this. See, at least we're in, oh, barely in the contention. Oh my god. Oh god, ugh. That's kind of annoying, to say the least. We're not going to make much money off of these. Not much at all. So unfortunately, I think going the tadpoles on these was a mistake. I think it was a straight up mistake. We're gonna do it just for shits and gigs. But we might need to revamp our thinking quite a bit. Quite a bit. We might have to completely rethink our thinking on these. Which is fine. I'm cool with that. That's perfectly okay with me. Annoying, but okay with it. Okay, so what are we gonna need in order to really like flesh these out? We're gonna need the light naval guns because the warhorse tracks you can't really go past with these. They're just too damn fucking heavy. Actually, the improved naval gun we could actually probably do because the mass is actually lower than this one. It's got better stats. So we could actually go with this as the option. So if we knock these out real quick and then come back here, get the warhorse tracks, and then of course we got the okay. I do want the Vickers though to put in these tanks because these tanks are worthy of a good. All right, so all right, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We'll get the light naval gun. We'll start here. And then eventually we'll... yeah, because I need the improved main guns. I need improved main guns for this. And then... yeah, we're going to have to backtrack a little bit. We definitely kind of fucked ourselves a little bit, but... it is what it is. We just gotta hold on. That's all we gotta do is hold on. Ooh, okay, so these can actually do work as a fusillade tank right now. Okay, so we're not completely out of the, like, we're not completely fucked. That's good. That's very good for us, actually. Okay. Alright, I do not have the material to build these. But if I order it in now, I should have it before too long. Alright. Okay, we're gonna have to take out the loan. Alright, so let's ship the tanks off to Russia, and then... Alright, so we got kind of lucky, apparently, these things, because of how many fucking machine guns they have on them. It actually does decently as a standard fusillade tank. So that works in our favor. Production. Oh, we can produce the 40. Very nice. We won't produce any more past that, though. We'll produce what we need for right now until we can get our more optimized designs going. You know what? In reality, we could hold out a little longer. Yeah, we could hold out a little longer. We could hold out just a beat longer and get the improved naval gun instead of going straight into the light naval gun. Yeah, that was kind of a lucky break for us. And actually, you know what? For engineering purposes, honestly speaking, I need to do branches of these two now. So I don't need extra of that, but I do need extra of this. Hold door. Alright, get this going, because we're going to have to branch out into different variants, because then we'll do a female variant. Take this out because it's not going to need hard firepower. Alright, and then we do the same thing over here. Armor-wise, we'll keep it the same. Then again, we just swap it out for machine gun ammunition. Alright, cool. That way each one has its different variant or different engineering. And then in regards to this, because I will eventually produce these, we will go ahead and So we're going to have a lot of research to do. But this will help us organize our designs a little better. So the cost differential isn't too much. So we'll just keep producing these. How long do I have? 23 days on that. Should have enough time to do that. Let's go ahead and ship the first half out, just so we have that out of the way. And then got the contract from the US, very nice. Yeah, so this does not hit the soft damage metrics yet, which is fine. It is fine, I swear. We just need enough to keep us alive right now, so I'm not like super worried about it. Oh, yeah, we're literally going to be running into the wall on that one. I would love to have a trench clearing tank. I do not have trench clearing tanks right now. Alright, firepower wise. Okay, so we definitely need to get down here now. Because now that we have the better guns, we get down here to the heavy side feed machine gun, and at least get that going. Oh, we also need to make sure we're still engineering our other stuff. So let's make sure we're doing that. Alright, that's done engineering. So then we come down here. Just keep engineering. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Alright. 2 more holes, and then we should be good. Guess we got kind of lucky with the, or we were fortunate enough, I should say, to realize like, oh hey, yeah, maybe we need to have a better tank available. Unfortunately, this is just not going to hit the metrics we need. We can try for it. I'll even drop the price to 30K. And we can just try for it, but I doubt we'll get it. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. We got this contract that's about to hit for us, so ship that out to the Americans. Okay, and then we still need to research these tracks. We also need to get these fucking machine guns. Like, we desperately need these better machine guns. Like, we have the better cannons now, but we don't have the better machine guns yet. Alright, cool. Awesome. We're still 15K off from getting the next guy through progression. Oh yeah, we should order more material. Before I fuck myself real good with that. Yeah, these don't hit those metrics. I really do need to get the trench clearing tanks out. So after we get the Mark 1. Yeah, we'll get the Mark 1 of the trench clearing tank sorted relatively quickly here, since we are going to get the machine guns soon. Oh my god. All they want is skirmish tanks and fucking trench clearing tanks, and it's like, fuck, dude. I can't produce these. Heavy Vanguard. Like, what if I come down to basically cost? Like, would you be willing? Like, I'm gonna Hail Mary this like a mofo just to get a little bit of money in. Oh my god, they took it. Okay. Absolutely should not have worked, but it worked. Cool. Alright, there's that. And then, yeah, we overextended on tech. Like, I didn't think that was possible, but we managed to do it, so. Alright, so, oh, we basically have everything we need other than munitions. But we can go ahead and design a initial thing. Ooh, okay. Crew-wise, this is going to be a pretty demanding tank. Well, actually, it's not too bad. Actually, that's not terrible, actually. Oh, yeah, that's right. This can't take anything but a single stack of ammunition. Alright, so we'll officially have a trench clearing tank available for sale. So that will at least put us on the board in regards to those contracts. Unfortunately, we're going to miss out on these other contracts, but it is what it is. Yeah, we can't even get high enough in order to actually do that. We might be able to get that contract, though. Oh, wow, this thing... Oh my god. Why is it performing so badly? So reliability. The running gear... Oh, so the running gear is just terrible on this. Like, the running gear is just that bad. Alright, so we're getting some penalties due to overloaded mechanic. What is going on with the crew here? So if I had... Hold on. Clone design. So I would have to put another mechanic in, make him a mechanic gunner. So now we're getting the penalty for the cramped quarters. If I take that away, we're getting hit with this. But now we don't have the reliability issues. The running gear is just trash. Alright. I want to see if we can get some improvement on this. Oh, okay, yeah, the big improvements. Big improvements overall. Okay, now will the Russians like it? They like it better. It is better. The running gear is what's killing us, though. So if I come down in price, if I go 15K, 259. Let's just submit it, and then we need to go to engineering, and we need to figure out this running gear. What's causing this running gear to be so absolute hot garbo? Okay. What is your fucking malfunction? Okay. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so reliability of 7. So if I... Okay, so this helps bring up the reliability a lot. What is sapping reliability? So this is sapping our reliability quite a bit. So I'm curious if I remove that, go with that. You know what? I'm just going to go for it and let's see what happens. It seems to already be an improvement. So I will see what we end up getting with that. All right, Russia accepted. Awesome. I just hope that we're able to produce those before. Yeah, we definitely need to. All right, so what else do we need to do to make this work? Okay. Okay, real quick. Let's go to the design. And then let's go ahead and do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. No, not that. Send to archive. Thank you. Fuck, what did I just do? No. Okay, I don't know what the hell just happened there, but the game said, no, you shan't. Okay, send to archive. Combo, combo. Alright, and then we've got the improved naval gun, and then we got the Vickers. Okay. Mobility is hot garbage. Alright, so I wasn't paying attention to this last time. But the overall mass of the vehicle is a big problem. And I think that has more to do with the I think that has more to do with the actual with the tracks themselves. Me think. Alright, so the tracks itself is the problem, I think. Because we're way over power to weight ratio. And if I remember correctly... Yes, go ahead and save it. Fuck it. If I remember correctly, these... So those are 34.5. It'll just squeak it out. It'll just barely squeak out 34.5. So I think the tadpoles have to go. I want to see first. I want to see if I can kind of, if I need the improved tracks or if I still have to just go with the tadpoles. But yeah, this power to weight ratio, I'm pretty sure that the bigger engine, hold on. No, the bigger engine cannot go in the Mark V. So I am stuck with the inline 6. Okay. So I am stuck with this. So it's not much of a decrease, but it's a decrease. So let's see if we can make it work. Let's see. I'll forego this other contract for right now, because we just need to get ourselves into a... Yeah, this is problematic. I can't do skirmish tanks because I'm trying not to do the whole weird, you know, hybrid tank bullshit. Okay. So now we can come down here. We can... Oh, yeah. So I want to clone the clone, but instead I want to throw these new tracks on. Okay, yeah, that helps a little bit. I wonder if it ends up being better overall. Now, would it be best if I took out one of these machine guns? I'm going to take out the rear machine gun. I'm going to take out the rear machine gun, see if that helps at all, and then we can throw those on. We can oh, I didn't throw on oil, apparently. Whoops. I didn't realize that. Okay. So this will be the... We'll just call it the Mark B, just for funsies. All right, so hopefully, oh, just on a baseline, it's coming out at the level that this is. So that's good. All right, cool. So it's coming out at the same overall stats as this, but it's going to be significantly better on the repairability. So that's going to help us be able to sell that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit these contracts. This is kind of a problem. This is kind of problematic. Oh, we're out of money right now. That's even more problematic. Okay, that gets us out of debt for the cycle. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to... Like, we might be just stuffed here. Alright. Ship those off. And then... I need 20 of these bad boys for the contract. Oh, we're barely going to squeak this out. Ha 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 ha. We'll do it, but it's going to be barely. We need help now. What happened? Why did we go negative? Oh. Logistics fees. Okay. So we need to get ourselves out of the negative because we will not survive. Let's go ahead and sell off 4,000 glass. So that gets us out of the negative for the cycle. This will pop, which will get us a little extra time. Not much time, but a little extra. And then okay. All right. So, I want to see what I can do here. Got a better stat line. We're still under where we need to be. Power to weight ratio is still relatively similar. So the question is, oh, this is actually technically better than the tadpole. Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. I did not realize that. Weird. Okay. That's really actually weird. I don't get it. But stat line wise, it's just better. So maybe, just maybe, this will actually work out in our favor. We're going to call this the Mark 6. Go ahead and assign it up. Get that design rolling out to people. Okay. that contract barely helped us. It'll keep us alive, though. All right, and get this sent out like so. All right, so unfortunately, we're going to miss out on that other contract. So what we learned today is that don't overextend yourself. Take it a little more gradually. Get a good foundation going before you go hog wild on tech. All right, and that finishes out that. Amend all. She's looking snazzy. Her mobility is trash. Well, not actually. She's just got a better stat line across the board. Alright. Well. that's annoying. that's pretty annoying for me. But we do have this. We can. Oh, we need to amend this, and then we can. Yeah. So let's go ahead and delete these. The Mark B is now our official trench clearing tank. Very nice. And then we can go ahead and get rid of this as well. And we also need to start planning out. Actually, let's do that before I forget. We need to plan out the female. Alright, cool. Don't like the idea of not doing this, but there's not an extra commander slot. This is the annoying part, is there's no extra commander slot on this. Alright, frack it. We'll take the hit here to make sure we get this. Alright, and then that will be the female, which, of course, its stat line is not going to be nearly as high, but that's because it's only armed with machine guns, so. But it does pretty well. Does pretty well. And let's jump out real quick. Check Great Britain. Do we have a potential contract that we can... Oh, God, okay. So... that's problematic, because I don't have this design available right now, so we need to get this sorted real fast. I'd rather take the hit on the hard and soft firepower than take it on the reliability and repairability. Oh wow, this tank's actually doing very nicely, actually. It's actually doing quite nicely on the stat line. It's almost as high as this, but not quite. Alright, cool. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and tie this up, guys, because we definitely ran over clock a little bit. And hopefully we can stay alive. Hopefully. Maybe. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, wait a minute, what is that saying? Okay, so we've received 1 out of 1 grants. That's what it's saying. Okay. Well, anyways, guys, I love y'all. I'll talk to you later. See you in the next one.